So Kaizer Chiefs is linked with a lot of players, right? Because we see how things are going right now that we need to boost the squad. Some of them we've looked at and we're like, yeah, this makes sense. This signing makes sense. This player has performed well here and there. But some of them you're like, fam, nah. This does not make sense. And in this video, we will look at two of those players, why they don't make sense to come at Kaizer Chiefs. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. And yes, the first player that eChiefs has been linked with, who eChiefs are looking to sign, and this thing has not been going away, is Pietermaritzburg from AmaZulu. I still don't understand. I'm still waiting for someone to come in my comments or wherever and tell me why Pietermaritzburg makes sense to come to Kaizer Chiefs. I will read my stats from this season. Okay, the first thing, he's played 15 games this season, 1 goal, 1 assist. Why is that a problem? Like in South African football, that should be a big deal. 15 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. So 2 goal contributions in 15 games. To me, that is like Mdu is better than him, because Mdu has done more creative work than him. Mdu has scored 2 more goals than him. Mdu has already assisted more than him. So then the question is, why would Chiefs sign a player who's not better than the players that we currently have? Because that's where the problems that Chiefs has been having come from. We sign players who are not better than the players that we have. So then how are we improving a squad by bringing in a player who is this is not even just as good or just as bad as the ones that we have, but is not even as good as the ones that we have. He's playing less than the players that we have. If you are coming to Kaizer Chiefs, you should be a star player at your team, because even if you're a star player at your team, you are still likely to struggle playing for Kaizer Chiefs, because Kaizer Chiefs is just a team that is big. Right, it's a big team, right? So it's not just gonna be Uguti, are you good enough? Can you play football? It's also about what character do you have, right? So if wena uhlulega Uguti uperform for AmaZulu, how are you going to perform for eChiefs? And yeah, I'm not trying to bash Pietermaritzburg. I just think there are players who are for Chiefs and there are players who are not supposed to play for eChiefs. And maybe he can play 1 more season for AmaZulu and then he can perform and be better and come to Chiefs. But so far, I will say this, Uguti, it does not make sense to me why a person who has played only 28%, right? Who has only played 28% of the games AmaZulu is coming to Chiefs, right? Because you are not starting for AmaZulu. You are not starting for AmaZulu. How are you going to start for Chiefs? And the other thing that bothers me also is that I usually talk about how the young stars, the Chiefs, this season have been better than the older guys. Maduna is 23, and I feel like Chiefs has enough of that age group. I feel like Chiefs needs abadlali who are like right now, the 2 big signings should be maybe 27, 28. Why am I saying that? Because we have abadlali abancane, now we need abadlali who are just there, go 27, 28, who have some experience, well, decent amount of experience, but can still give enough play time to Chiefs. Because if you're going to sign someone who's of Chiefs, osazofundiswa futhi ama-tactics and to adjust to Chiefs, and he's just not been around enough, then you are also just having a wasted transfer window. But Chiefs, from what I've heard, they are really trying to go after the player. And if it does end up coming to Chiefs, I won't moan and say, why did they sign him? I'll be behind him and support him as a Kaizer Chiefs player. If you're enjoying this video or you're not liking it, like it or dislike it, so that YouTube can spread it to more people like you. Really, like you can do one of the two, like or dislike. It's up to you. Ding! Right, the second player that you're not gonna like me saying I don't think is a good idea coming to Chiefs is Mtutuzi Mtansane. Hey, bangibiza ngoplamba bangithuka. Yadlala, I know you won't tuka me. But Mduduzi Mdantsane has had one of those seasons with the Cape Town City, which makes me really question the Chiefs. Okay, Mduduzi Mdantsane has had some brilliant seasons right before this. Like, he has played very bad, well, good for Cape Town City 2 seasons ago, 1 season ago, and it would have justified why Chiefs would have wanted to sign him, but not this season. Because if a player is not performing this season, and when are you expecting him to come to Chiefs and all of a sudden start performing? Remember, this is the same player that the Chiefs released, and then he ended up playing and making his way back to Cape Town City, playing really well, and now Chiefs wants him back again. So my question is, why would you, once again, 34% of the games Cape Town City has started. So majority of the times for Cape Town City, he's coming off from the bench. And when you are telling me, once again, that player with how many goals? 27 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. What has been one of the biggest problems with the Kaizer Chiefs this season? It's been the fact that we are not scoring enough goals. And I know Mduduzi Mdantsane is not a striker, but I will just, my phone is too far from me. I will pull up that thing, a phone, that will show you in Manchester City in the past 6 games. If you are watching this after they play Madrid, well, it's too late. But in the past 6 games, what he did, he scored 2 goals in one of the games, assisted in the other one, scored, assisted, scored, assisted, scored. All the games that he's played in, he's assisting, scoring, or scoring. What is he? He's a midfielder. Okay, maybe that example is too far-fetched. It's not too far-fetched. You can go check the stats and how Man City scored in the last few games. You go last season, Ilkay Gundogan comes on, Man City about to lose the league to Liverpool. Was so mad. He comes in, he scores 2 goals that end up winning his City e-league. He's a midfield. And we are going to need midfielders who are able to score goals, especially if you're an attacking midfielder. Because if you're an attacking midfielder or playing in that forward line, you just need to chip in terms of goals. We cannot be relying on Ashley to score every goal that Kaizer Chiefs scores. Because if you look at all the teams that are well-oiled machines, they play better because it's not just one player who is tasked with scoring goals, but all the other players. Let's just look at Sundowns. It's not only Shalulile who's scoring goals, but Otemba Zwana scoring, Omkwena scoring. I'm not talking to Sundowns. These affects the players in a team. They all know what they should chip in and score. So if you're going to take a player who's played this many games in this season, but has only contributed to Amagoli twice, even Umaduna, goal contribution is better than Mdantsane at this point. And I think Mdantsane, if we were choosing, he would even be a better choice than Mdantsane. But still, both of them just shouldn't make the cut, in my opinion. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember, equals Alpelo more.